Just last week, I cruised with Royal Caribbean Spectrum of the Seas. It was a 4 days, 3 night cruise to nowhere, and I went together with my wife and my 2 children, aged 2 and 3. In this video, I want to share with you everything I know and how I handled traveling with young children. So in case you're also thinking about cruising with your young family, this video just might be for you. One of the biggest concerns I had when deciding to go was whether I could handle my 2-year-old. As you may have heard of this term, troubled 2 or terrible 2. My child tends to be more unpredictable and can sometimes kick up a fuss during mealtime. Eventually, we decided to go anyway, and I'm very happy that we made the decision despite the challenges. In this video, my sharing will mostly pertain to traveling with young children. I will talk about food, accommodation, and the activities that kids below 5 years old can enjoy. I will also show you the layout of my cabin, how much we paid, ART tests on boarding day, and how you can also save on some costs if you are making a purchase on the ship. Shall we get started? Let's go! Disclaimer here, all the opinions I share are entirely my own and I'm not affiliated to Royal Caribbean directly or indirectly. So the cabin we chose was the Ocean View balcony cabin and we paid about 1,800 Singapore dollars from a tour agency. It was a good choice for 2 reasons. Firstly, we get to wake up to the sight of the beautiful seas and I get to educate my kids about the environment. The balcony has a cabin, so it offers an experience of stepping out and having a panoramic view of the water. I was actually deciding between the Ocean View balcony and the Junior Suite because the price difference wasn't too far apart and the Junior Suite has some privileges such as exclusive dining. Unfortunately, Junior Suite was fully booked and fortunately I got to save on some money. One of the prerequisites going for the cruise is that you have to be fully vaccinated in Singapore. That means having taken the 3 jabs. It is also a requirement on boarding day to pass an ART test before you can board the ship. So for us, we chose the Fullerton Health Testing Center at Raffles City and we picked the earliest slot at 9 AM. Lo and behold, when we reached there, 10 minutes before, there was already a queue. In case you didn't know, testing is not free. It costs $15 per person if you can perform your own swab in the presence of a clinician. But for my 2-year-old, it cost $25 because it was mandatory for a clinician to perform the swab. So in the end, we paid a total of about $70. So let's talk about boarding the ship. Boarding the ship was an extremely smooth process from the time we arrived at Marina Bay Cruise Center. I suspect that because we had kids with us, and so we were offered the accelerated lanes. It took less than 20 minutes to get to the ship. The experience is a 10 out of 10. Now, I want to show you the layout of my cabin when we first enter. As you can see, right after opening the door, there is a king-size bed and a sofa, and of course the balcony at the end. Although the king-size bed could fit all 4 of us, it was quite high and that's a small safety hazard to young children. Fortunately, the sofa could convert into a makeshift bed that was much lower and surprisingly, it was also extremely comfortable according to my wife. However, this significantly reduced the walking space to the balcony and the makeshift bed is not easily detachable. In the end, the makeshift bed was left as it was for the next 3 days. Now, let's talk about food. There are 3 restaurants included in my package where I can dine without having to pay extra. The one that we frequent is called Windjammer, which serves buffet style food. So my kids love toast, pancakes, croissant, hard-boiled eggs, milk and cakes. For myself, I went for the scrambled eggs, ham, bacon, Teochew porridge, noodles and other Indian cuisines. Next on the list is the main dining hall, which serves gourmet courses like salmon, steak, lamb, pasta and salad. This is the offerings in the kids menu and I really like the grilled chicken breast that comes along with mashed potato, steamed broccoli and carrots. The main dining area has that fine dining environment where waiters are assigned to you and will serve you. As compared to Windjammer where I had to hunt for baby chairs, sometimes quite extensively, the waiters in the main dining settles that for you, so that's a great convenience to have. Now, for the last restaurant which you can eat without paying extra, that's the Cafe at 270, which is located at Deck 5. It is a cafe-style eatery and it serves salad, roasted beef, a sandwich, buns, muffin, fruits, coffee and tea. There is also an in-house barista who makes premium coffee like your usual cappuccino, latte, flat white, which you need to pay for. For myself, I just help myself to the free coffee. Now, let's talk about activities suitable for kids below 5. To be honest, there aren't many activities that are suitable for them. Even for the bumper cars, the minimum age is 5 years old if accompanied with an adult. So what I will recommend is the swimming playground at deck 14. My two boys only had swimming pants and I noticed that the sun was quite hot. So sun protection is definitely an essential, and if possible, have the kids wear wetsuits, especially two-piece, top and bottom. Overall, it was a very safe environment because parents are everywhere and there were multiple lifeguards watching the pool. The next activity I would recommend is touring around Cplex, located at deck 15. Cplex is an indoor arena which houses a basketball court and a street soccer court, which is convertible into the bumper car arena. My kids love playing with the stationary bumper car, and there were also video games that were suitable for young children. Next, we have the indoor playground located at deck 12 where kids can freely play. In my opinion, I felt that the area could be slightly bigger because it can get crowded even with a few kids. Lastly, touring around deck 15 was a fantastic experience. This is the open air area at the top part of the ship. It is honestly quite a spectacle and houses many highlights of the ship. For instance, the rock climbing wall, the wakeboarding area, the sky diving area, the trampoline, and the transparent floor corridor. I find that having my kids to see all these activities open up new conversations and explanations about how things work, or what is that koko or cheche doing, whether the activities are dangerous and what precautions are taken. To me, that was a great learning opportunity for my 3-year-old. Now, let's talk about milk. And as you can see, packet milk is served during breakfast at the Windjammer restaurant, and you can help yourself to as much as you need. For us, we brought along powdered milk because we were not sure whether milk was available, but now we know. If you need a short break from your children to visit the spa or the casino, there is a nursery at deck 12 where you can pay $8 an hour for your children to be taken care of. $8 is really quite a steal to me, but I personally did not use this service. Now, I want to talk about the photography services offered by the ship because we purchased a package that costs $69. I believe that is the cheapest package, and I would highly recommend you spend that money. So how it works is that photographers will take pictures of patrons in various parts of the ship, and this package allows me to select my favorite 5 photos, which will then be printed on 8R size photos, which is pretty big, together with a nice album. And I also get to keep the soft copies as well. Overall, I think it's money well spent for convenience, and also an exclusive photo at the helicopter pad, which is not accessible to the public. Now, for my final sharing, and this has nothing to do with children this time, do note that everything you pay on the ship is based on US dollars. So for instance, you decide to get a souvenir from the souvenir shop, or buy a drink at the bar, or eat at their exclusive restaurants, you will be charged US dollars. And that could mean additional fees if you are using a non-US credit card. So what I do is to use a multi-currency wallet such as Utrip to avoid those fees. You can also check out Wise and Revolut that offer similar services. I'll put those links in the description if you're interested. I have come to the end of the video and hope that you find the information useful. In summary, it is definitely manageable with young children if you plan well, and it was an amazing experience for us as parents, and I'll definitely look forward to the next trip. Hopefully next time I get to book the junior suite and I can make another video on that. I will end up with some video highlights and I'll see you in the next video.